Hello, Wanderers. Welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series following Kaiserin Marguerite of the Roman Empire. And a lot happened in that last episode, notably the conquest of Jerusalem. And now our son, King Luther, rules those lands. And as you may have noticed, a few things have changed. A little bit of time has passed. And as you can see, Kaiserin Marguerite is dressed a little bit differently. And that is because she is now known as the Abbess. Yes, I did go and change a few things in between episodes. And most notably, making Kaiserin Marguerite a nun. Now, I think that this was only fitting, and I think that it was even more pertinent after the death of her dear husband, the Kaiser Alphonse here. Now, he was indeed murdered, and we'll get into that in just a moment. But I think after his death, it seemed fitting that she would finally take the vows of a nun. She was already reclusive and shy and all of that, so I think it's only fitting. However, technically, she has not necessarily renounced her, complete position as empress, though she has named her son co-emperor. So we do have co-emperor Johann here, and obviously the day-to-day, or really the entire administration of the realm will now go to co-emperor Johann's here, while Kaiserin Marguerite will essentially seclude herself and devote herself more to the religious pursuits and the religious needs of the empire, while her son will manage the empire itself. Now, in regards to the death of our husband and the potential involvement of our son Johann there, well, I want to get into that for a little bit because as you can see with Johann's traits here, we do have temperate, we've got chaste, and we have honest. Not only that, but we also have loyal as well. Now, I think we need to take these traits at face value and understand that this is the true character of Johann. So I can see it two ways, and somebody had a good suggestion that perhaps Kaiserin Marguerite was blinded to the true nature of her husband, Kaiser Alphonse here, because he was our soulmate. But I mean, look at the man's traits: shy, callous, greedy. He was a drunkard. He was irritable. He was reclusive. I think it's only safe to say that Kaiser Alphonse here was not a good man. So, did Johann have some very good reason to assist the plot that would get rid of his father? He was not the one who was behind the plot. As from what I remember of the event, he was an agent in it, but he was not the person doing the plot itself. But and I think that's a pretty plausible explanation. But I think that there is one other explanation, and that is because I noticed this little thing here: slandered. This character's public reputation, their trustworthiness for office has been ruined by a torrent of smears. So I think that you could either believe that perhaps Johann did have something to do with his father's death, and if so, he probably had a very good reason for it, or his involvement in it was part of this slander against him. So I kind of lean more towards the slander route, but maybe I'm a little bit too deep into the method acting here of Kaiserin Marguerite, because obviously she would not believe that her son would be involved in this in any way. So let me know which one of those you believe is closer to the truth. I suspect we may never know. I will just say, getting Johann to be co-emperor was a lot of console commands. That probably took me a good 30 minutes to an hour to set everything up, because we weren't able to name him co-emperor because of our traditions and all of this. I had to go and find some obscure effect commands and things like that. If you're ever curious about any of that stuff, just ask in the Discord and I'll try my best to help you. It is possible to do all sorts of crazy things in this game using console commands, including naming a co-emperor when the game should not allow you to do so. And it was not until I did a little bit of console magic there. So as you can see, he is also married now to Queen Augusta. This is the daughter, obviously, of the serene Dogeressa. And well, that's going to give us a chance and an opportunity later on to incorporate Venice into the realm, which will be excellent and make our borders nice there. So yeah, that's the situation. I don't think that there's anything else that we need to follow up on. So, while Kaiserin Marguerite here is going to devote herself to religious matters, what is our son going to do? Well, I think that he's probably and understandably going to be considering how to, drive the heathens out of Anatolia. So, that's something that we're going to look at right now. And I think that we're going to start a couple wars to do so. So we should easily be able to manage doing all of these wars here. So we're going to do that one, this one, and this one here all at the same time. Maybe even this one down here. No, okay, we can't because we need to border them. So we're going to do all three of those at the same time. I'll raise up my armies and then we will automate them because I'm not really too worried about these wars. We could call in an ally, but I don't see any reason to do so just yet. So we'll just leave it. We'll leave it as is. Yeah, I'm not seeing too much reason. We don't need these people for this one. We've got a very powerful army here. We could potentially call up maybe the Knights of Saint Manuel. I will point out. So I will hire them. I will point out, I found this guy here. Who is it? This guy here, Petty King Hjalmar, the poet of Leon, of House Kyle, which is a weird Norwegian house. I don't know how they got in here. Oh yeah, so the Steel cohort. So this must have been a Norwegian mercenary who took this little bit of land. And this guy's crazy. I mean, he's 72 years old. He's still in fine health. Look at his traits. Gardener, whole of body. He's a hunter. He's a sculler. He's gallows bait, profligate, athletic. He's a poet. He's a kinslayer, a murderer, veteran adventurer. He's an albino. He's scarred. This guy is crazy. But take a look at this. He slew I think this guy was the first grandmaster or one of the grandmasters of the newly named Knights of Saint Manuel here. He slew him in a duel. That's, I don't know, to me that seems pretty crazy. I mean, let's take a look. Yeah, so the first grandmaster of the Knights of Saint Manuel was slain by this random he's Breton now, but his family descends from Norwegian mercenaries and adventurers who took this little bit of Britain here. So yeah, so I don't know. I found this guy and I just thought that was a hilarious little event there. That's Crusader Kings 3 for you. In any case, let's get time rolling and we'll let our armies manage themselves as they see fit. Guild dispute. Both the blacksmith and the merchants guilds and the magistracy of Galatia have sent representatives to meet with me. Trade is clearly the domain of merchants. They could benefit if they both cooperate. Yeah, let's try that. We get the guilds to work together. Consider that all of these actions, or at least a large majority of these actions, are essentially I'm playing Co-Emperor Johannes as the ruler of the lands. We're just still technically controlling Kaiserin Marguerite. So we'll probably do a pilgrimage after these wars are done. But yeah, our armies are going to manage this fine. I've also given Princess Texe? I don't know how to pronounce it. We'll call her Mary now because that's the nickname I've given her. She was baptized and given a proper Christian name here, so she is now Mary. She seemed distant and cagey around me. When I finally catch a moment alone with her, I place a sympathetic hand on her shoulder. Ooh, she seems mad. What do you want with me? Every moment we are together is simply torturous. You're a sycophant, and I can't wait to get away from this place. Maybe I can change. I don't live to impress her. No, we don't. We only live to impress the great lord above. Indeed, indeed. A new powerful family. Okay, yeah, we've got Governor Matthias here, the lucky. As one of the powerful families, he has accepted governorship. This guy, who is this? Governor Eulanios of Styrmon. Very well. We shall accept him. So I imagine these are the things that probably not even this, honestly. He would be saying these oaths to our son Johann at this point, I would imagine. Enter seclusion, isolate capital, hold court. We probably show up in court every once in a while and sit beside our son and, you know, manage it that way. But Duchess Flora opens the door. My liege, what a resplendent estate this is. The servants have been marveling at the olive grove since the morn. It would be my great pleasure to assist you in ensuring we get the full benefit of it. We need every coin in order to keep it that way. Oil, ointment, production. Oh. 0.9 per month. That's not too bad. And it lasts forever? 1,500? I mean, 1,500 months is a long time. We would absolutely never make this back. But the plague resistance isn't terrible, so we'll do that. So there we go. Oh, we've captured Yakut, the son of the king of Rum. Interesting. I didn't realize Rum had a king. So tell me, my lady, my spy master Manuel's voice snaps me out of my thoughts. What about that time Kaiser and Marguerite's war against the guy ended in victory? Oh, I don't feel the need to bring it up again. All right, these wars shouldn't take too long here, as you can see. Enforce those demands. Let it be done with. There we go. So yeah, we're taking care of things relatively quickly here. Sieges are gonna roll on down, and we will manage all of this as quickly as possible. Co-Emperor Johann here is doing a fine job managing the realm alongside his lovely wife, Queen Augusta here, who's obviously she's a pretty like honorable woman, I guess you could say. Like shy, temperate, trusting. She's a good woman. Honestly, the two of them are probably going to make for a great pair of rulers for the realm. In another stewardship of lifestyle perk. Soon forgiven. Honestly, at this point, I think we should switch back and go over to theology focus and now continue back down the theologian route here, because that seems the most truly fitting of answers there. Our friend was released? Didn't even realize this guy was our friend. But apparently it is so. The siege is progressing relatively quickly over here, as you can see. Let's see. How's that gonna do our war score? A secret exposed, my friend. Was presented the evidence that Arnbjorn was fathered by none other than him. Who would have known? Wow. There we go. Another war is done. Enforce those demands. Excellent news. And now we can focus over on Cappadocia. My hostage, Mary, grins at my quip, waving a fond goodbye as she returns to her study. Suddenly, my son Heinrich storms up to me. Admit it, he shouts angrily. You've been growing more and more infatuated with that foreigner. You're more attached to her than me, your own flesh and blood. Clearly, my growing feeling of Mary simply belonging here isn't quite felt by all. I would never feel like that, we say. Let's see. No, I don't think we would say that to our son. Let's see, 55. But our son does not believe us. Well, he's not one of the good ones, anyways. So we'll let him stew over that. Hopefully, he doesn't murder us in the Rabe family tradition. but you never know. He is the heir to his brother, King Luther, here, so. Bullying. Oh, and then he starts bullying her? What a little jerk. The courtyard is filled with sounds of familiar play. Despite the noise, it's oddly peaceful until the pained shrieks of Mary summon me to intervene. Stop it. He keeps hitting me. Heinrich should stop being a bully. Yeah, Heinrich, stop being a bully. Wow, look at that. Yeah, he's a bully. Or is she his bully? I guess she's his bully? But it suggested that it was the other way around there, too, so I guess they're bullying each other. My hostage, Mary, and her little friend Stefania. Oh, I guess she's got a friend now. Stefania Rabe? Oh, this is our daughter. I was like, who is this? Yeah, she can be content. Our daughter will need a... Well, will she need a marriage? Maybe our daughter can go down the... Oh yeah, let's get her to take the vows as well. And use the hook on her. Yeah, we'll ask our daughter to take the vows. There we go. She can become a nun just like us, promised to the clergy. Excellent. We'll probably promise one of our other sons as well. Maybe Alphonse here. One more year, I think, and we should be able to ask for that. Oh, nice. We get that war. Enforce those demands. Be it. There we go. Assign taxpayers. We're not taxing your clan vassals. Okay, I didn't realize we had... I guess, well, I mean, maybe we do now, but I'm not sure we can do that, so okay. A little confused there, but it's fine. There we go. Nice little expansion over there, as you can see. Oh, I see. This is our clan vassal. Can we strip you of your... or, like, force you demand conversion? Yeah, let's see. Oh, and we can... Yeah, all right, let's do that. Let's demand their conversion over here. Yeah, okay, so she converts to Catholicism because, well, doesn't really have much other choice here. And demand administrative governance. Might accept, use influence. Yeah, okay, let's see if she accepts that as well. Not a guarantee. Oh, that's a lot of money. But let's see. We will accept that, though. That's fine. We've got tons of money. And I do want to do one other thing, which I forgot to do, and I had intended to do this earlier, but we can complete our legend here, the mighty endeavor for Rabe. Wandering through the wetlands, Kaiser Manuel of the Roman Empire encountered a great and wise living person living in the waters who gave him a divine mission. I'm not going to go through all of this here, but the divine mission, obviously, is the key parts of this legend. Our father, obviously, being a saint, is, you know, the founder of this very holy and very religious dynasty that was founded by Kaiser Luther over here. Let's compete this legend so we can gain a ton of legitimacy. The Book of the House of Rabe. Here is the end of the book of Kaiser Manuel and of his noble family Rabe, whose fame and legitimacy is known across the whole land. And here is the end of a mighty endeavor for Rabe. His legend culminates in a marvelous adventure. His great deeds of arms were such that all kings had wonder thereof, and many nobles and commoners came to his encounter, for they wished to see the legend in the flesh. And here it is written, Constantinople, 8th of August, 1269 AD. So it is done. There we go. That boosts us all the way to practically the maximum legitimacy here. Look at that. Ordained legitimacy. Short reign duration, -25. Popular opinion, +10. Look at all those bonuses there. That is Absolutely wonderful. And we could start another legend, like the Hebrew progeny legend. We could start it. I mean, this one spread pretty far. But maybe we do another legend. I mean, or do the most devout life of Kaiser and Marguerite. That might make sense as well, honestly. I don't know if we would do it. There's literally no choice. Oh well, actually gain access to the legendary shrine. Yeah, let's start that anyways. We're making so much money. It's crazy. We're making a massive amount of money. We did gain a decision. Clear ground for legendary building. Yeah, so we could get a legendary palace. Select a barony. Let's see, Reichenbach. Can we do it in Constantinople? Okay, we can't. So where do we build our legendary palace? Brysis? Maybe over in Brysis? Reichenbach? That's gotta be... Oh yeah, okay. Maybe we build the legendary palace back in our German homeland. I think that seems rather fitting. So let's clear the grounds there. So now it's got a special building slot. So now we can construct this special building over here. So let's get that going here. What kind of bonuses does it give? Holding taxes plus 10%, development growth plus 15, lifestyle experience, legitimacy gain. Oh yeah, some nice little bonuses there. So let's get that rolling over here. Man, Serbia's big. Oh, that's because they just took Moesia. Wow, Serbia is a chunky, looking pretty chunky over here. Do we need to do something about that? We need to seize the Imperial Duchy of Moesia? Maybe we do. They've got 26,000. But probably more importantly, we should go on a pilgrimage, right? First things first, let's give out this land. Let's give it to this guy. Fine with that, just to make sure we're good on our things here. And yeah, let's go on a let's see. What do we want to do? Yeah, let's go on a pilgrimage here. Let's go on a pilgrimage, pious pilgrimage to Jerusalem. And oh, this will be an overland one. Yeah, okay, so I'm fine with that. Let's hire the mercenary guards, and then we will hire bring the medical equipment. Oh man, actually, are the mercenary guards the best? What are we looking at here? It seems like Mountaineer. No, the mercenary guards. It's gonna probably be the most ideal. So we're taking an overland route. That seems a little risky, doesn't it? But you know what? It's a holy pilgrimage, a holy path. Oh, but we don't actually have enough money. It won't take long to get that. We're making 100 every month, so I'll just stay on this screen for a second here while we do that. Oh, and we can get some ransoms here as well, so that's gonna make things go even faster. So there we go. It's just gonna take what, 4 more months here? Well, I guess if we want to do a little bit more of an expensive one. Okay, I'll leave the screen for now. We did get another one of the learning lifestyle perks. I think I'll just take profit here. There we go. We are obviously the most devout of all the devout people of the land. What can we do here? We can ransom some more prisoners? Sure, why not? We don't need you people in our prison. We can create a bunch of titles as well. Let's see. I don't feel the need to do most of these, so I won't. Ask for clerical influence? No need. No need at all. Elkanate seems to be having a little bit of trouble here. Dissolution War. I love Dissolution Wars, and I love to see them happen, so that's going to be perfect. Our joint passage down the corridor in the gloom of dusk is interrupted by Manuel. My lady, that mark on your hand, is that a sacred wound? I glanced down at my hand. A large blotch covers the back of it. In truth, I had barely even noticed it there. Manuel, however, was already on quite a flight of fancy. We must record this. The people must know you bear the holy wounds of Christ himself. It is rather interesting. You gain claimed stigmatic. This character carries a mark that they claim is akin to those suffered by Jesus. This has proved wildly controversial. Well, we are humble, but I don't know. Oh, what? As if that's... Why don't they believe it, though? No, I think we do believe it. I think we get so caught up in all of this that we do believe it. So I'm gonna go along with it. I feel like everybody else would believe it too, honestly. Aha, and Mary now considers herself Saxe Romish, and she is technically the sole heir to the Ilkhanate. So obviously her father, presumably her father's gonna get dissolution war on the emperor title, but she's still gonna get claims on a couple kingdoms here. So Mary and Alphonse are happy at play, as they all should be. Oh, he calls her sister. How wonderful. Aw, well, that's good. Alphonse, I think we're gonna dedicate you to the priesthood as well here. Ask him to take the vows, do the hook. And there we go. Promise him to the priesthood, because that is what our character, I think, would do, to be completely frank with you. Yeah, look at that. He is now promised to the clergy along with his older sister Stefania here. We do need a potential suitor, though, for Agnes. Let's see. Alliance power. Prince Milota of the Holy Roman Empire. Scotland. Norway. I mean, the Holy Roman Empire probably makes the most sense. He's a little bit younger than her, but that's probably okay. Yeah, I think we'll go with that one. I think that's the most fitting here, so we'll arrange that to marriage for them. My chronicler Manuel is barged bodily out of the way as a strange figure lurches towards me in the street. My guards step in and level weapons, but it's clear the poor soul is not out to hurt me. Please, her breath rasps as she speaks. I'm very sick. It is all I could do to get here when I saw you passing by. I've heard tell of the miracles you can perform. Merely a touch is all I need. Oh my gosh. Kaiser and Marguerite is absolutely gonna be sainted after all of this. Are we gonna try to lay hands on her? Ooh, 26% chance. Oh, nice. There's only a 17% chance that they fail. Come on, let's see. They say they feel somewhat better already. Look at that. We do have... It's because of the stigmata on our hands. We have the holy hands. Brilliant. I love this. What an amazing story for Kaiserin Marguerite. Rothwina has died, the last daughter of Duke Andrew here, the final commander of the Black Company. Necessary embellishments. If I could bother you a moment, it would be a huge boon if we could commit some more detail to the tale. Well, you know, it's often perhaps best to let the story grow naturally, I think. Yeah, no need to worry about that. All right, looks like we have enough money. Oh, and our legendary palace was constructed. I'd love to see that. Looks like we have enough money to do our pilgrimage, which we will prepare here. That's pilgrimage. Here it is. Yeah, we're going to do a pilgrimage. We're going to go to the wonderful city of Jerusalem, and we can visit our son along the way, which is obviously wonderful news. Looks like there is some danger here. Don't have to worry about plague, though, this time. So maybe we just do mountaineers? Yeah, okay. And then let's max things out over here, and we do it reflection. No, we do it for... No, altruism. Or zealotry? No, zealotry. We're not necessarily altruistic. We are more zealous than altruistic. Agnes has come of age. Good to see, good to see. Pilgrimage of fresh starts, and so we shall begin. Let's see. We're drinking with Agnes, Manuel, and Hatto. Patriarch Hatto. I didn't know she had it in her, but Agnes ends up telling a particularly ribald story about 4 peasants. Tell a story of my own. I think we'll tell a story, but it's gonna be like a very religious story here. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do there. We've inherited Steermon. Oh, okay. Do we just give all these titles to our son, maybe? Grant appointment? Let's see. We can't. Oh, because it's not. Okay. Do we give it to our son Heinrich? He's 13, but no, we can't because he's too young. Let's see. All right, maybe we just need to find somebody new for it. What happened to Bjorn? Like the sons of like Bjorn or something like that? Yeah, because let's see. Did I even mark them down? Let's see. Sergios Bjorn, Magistrate Bjorn. He does have some children. Ricardus Mormon. Well, unfortunately, she doesn't really look suitable for the trade. Although we can invite her to court, so I think we'll do that for Bjorn's children here. Quasmar Alasdair? What about Alasdair? What about his son? Malmur Mackenzie. Oh, he's an alright kid. Sure. Grant appointment. Province of Steermon. There you go. Let's do it. Governor Malmur of Steermon. Today I took a fancy to admire my wild rohide, but my horror I found it gone. Leader Boru of the Dignified Torch orchestrated a brazen theft. Curse that despicable thief. Good thing he didn't steal like something more important to us, but can we invite the rest of them now? No, unfortunately not. Zealotry, a crisis of faith. As I continue my holy journey, I encounter a woman by the roadside, caked in filth and wet with tears. Are you happy now? You've taken everything from me. How am I to go on in a world ruled by a creature as cruel as Allah? She seems to be having a crisis of faith. Let's see if we can convince her to become Catholic. And the conversion is successful because we are truly a living saint. Find a rare moment with Mary. I've been fascinated with your illustrious house. Can you tell me some of the legends? Well, have you heard of our father? No. Oh, have you heard of Kaiser Luther? Oh, gosh. He was a good man. Surely. I retreat to my chambers one evening, exhausted and weary from yet another day of tedium and monotony. As I lay on the edge of sleep, I am suddenly stirred awake by the shrill screeching of metal on stone. I shoot awake and see a shadowy figure at the edge of my bed, his toothy grin, the only illuminated part of him I can see clearly. I cannot move, I can only stare as he steps towards me, dagger in hand. Then suddenly I am awake once more. He has marked me with this visit. I fear I will be collected by death very soon. A fate I must change. No. I must become immortal? No. I don't think so. It was only a dream. No, God will protect us, surely. Surely God will protect us. Will he not? Stolen keepsake. I'm just gonna guess here. Sure. Belongs to Marla. Among my fellow pilgrims, there is a woman who preaches compassion and fellowship until she reaches the topic of heathens. But yeah, truly heathens spit in the face of God, do they not? Is it not known? It is. It is, obviously. All right, we're almost here in Jerusalem, preparing to visit our son. Apparently there's some grotesque creatures. The land of Beirut is home to extraordinary people. Headless people who have face on their chests wander these cities. I must see these creatures now. Grotesque rush. Please, Hatto, tell me more about them. Surely this must be related to God. We are walking the Holy Lands, are we not? No other city in the world has a history quite like Jerusalem. In addition to the many other holy sites there, the city contains the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, built over the combined places where Jesus was crucified, buried, and resurrected. Standing outside of the Temple Mount with my hands on the western wall, I find myself reflecting on everything that has happened to me on this city of legend. I've walked the holy path. Indeed, we have. We visit the Dome of the Rock. Degraded artifact. An offer. Sure. Don't really care. Legendary Tipple Yildiz continues to jot down more and more tales from the most devout life of Kaiser and Marguerite until suddenly she pauses, a sly smile on her lips. Now, I did hear one rather interesting story of a drinking contest of an ogre. Um, I don't think that we didn't do anything of the sort. Gonna take another one. Realm Priest Opinion plus 50. There we go. We have become malnourished. Well, I'm actually fine with that. I don't necessarily see the need for Kaiser and Marguerite to live for a very long time. There's only so much a woman can pray without looking for other equally important ways to spend one time, and King Luther has a lovely residence. Oh, did our son get a beard here? Oh yeah, he did. Look at that fine beard that he's grown in the Rabe Rabe tradition. Not looking at the Rabas, but let me see here. Yeah, our father had a beard, and Luther obviously had a pretty impressive beard. Let's see. We see this woman, Mawash. Interesting. She's explaining her craft. Let's see. A person is not enough to risk the fury of... No, we're not going to bring her back with us, but... In any case, it's got that forked beard there. Pilgrim puts down a votive doll before the altar. Please make my fine law of an ordinance more pious. Yes, please do. How's the Elkane doing? Oh, they're turning it back around with that war. So maybe Mary will become the princess of the Elkhanate. I stroll around the streets of Jerusalem. I stop in front of a small church. There's this plaque there, but we can translate it because we know these languages. Yes, indeed we do. Eloise de Bibarteau. This is Victor's daughter here. Oh man, Victor's looking rough. He is looking rough. We could get arrange a marriage for this young woman here. A fine marriage, perhaps, to Baron Gerard of Chateau Thierry. Sure. Let's see. There we go. All done with there. Learn more about... What can I personally learn? Philosophical musings. Yeah, just learning from the locals here. We're on our way back. We got to visit our son and his wife, Queen Theognesia. And here we have a nighttime serenade under the starlit sky in Beirut. My guest Wernicke surprises everyone with a soulful melody. Let's see. Oh, what a beautiful melody we say. And we're feeling no stress at all here. Oh gosh, Quasmeralda. As we prepare to set off in the morning, I see Quasmeralda stand outside the camp all alone. As I walk over to her, I notice a change in the wind. A surprisingly warm breeze caresses my face for a moment. A noticeable change from the cold weather we've had. It's finally spring. It's about time for rain again, huh? We talk to our dear friend Quasmeralda. Seems to be some danger in the food supplies, but nature will provide for us. Because God is with us. Wow, we can already upgrade our legend. Awakening. It's nightfall and a woman is hard at work when we arrive in Antiochia. I frown as I watch her performing her labor. She winces, then starts on a long rant. Okay. Wait, did did our son start this war? The Aleppan conquest of the Duchy of I didn't even realize we were at war. I must have skipped past that. Ah, well, in any case, the guy just gave us a bunch of money. Not sure how that Actually, oh gosh. Alphonse died of the measles. Oh dear, and Heinrich has it as well. Rest in peace, little Alphonse. Oh no. Sounds like, yeah, actually, sure. Oh man, a lot of people dying. But we find a wandering knight, Nicotas Palatinos. An honorable knight like you should serve a lady like myself. Sure. We'll bring him with you. Oh, but he's Ashari. Well, you're gonna need to convert first. Maybe we should. Well, first we need a new chancellor. Duchess de Brava should be fine for that. But we should probably enter seclusion here. We can't. Oh no. We need to isolate the capital. Then it's fine. It's fine. We'll be okay. Isolate the capital. Doesn't look... Oh no, it's already here. It's too late. It doesn't matter now. All right, we can upgrade the legend, so we might as well. Let's see. Perhaps they can train me. No, we're not going to become a hunter. Perhaps our people can be more... Oh no, and we lost another one. Heinrich. Rest in peace, little Heinrich. Lost 2 sons to the measles. They've gone to God now. Sad, though. That is sad. Oh, look at this, though. Our son, Johann, has had a son here. Regenbaron Rabe. He's got quick and comely, though, so nice. He inherited those 2 traits. Or Regenburn. What a name. All right. Here we go. We're going to make our way back here. This man could teach us... No. Mare's milk. That's repulsive. Gross. And we have returned home from our glorious pilgrimage to Jerusalem. There we go. I mean, that was some interesting stuff going on in that episode. How long is Kaiserin Marguerite gonna last? We do not know. And perhaps we shall find out in a future episode. If you enjoyed this one, though, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 17,000 subscribers as of recording this episode. So if you are one of the people who has watched and has not yet subscribed, maybe you could be number 17,000. If so, leave a comment down below. But until the next episode, Wanderers, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.